First of all, it doesn't bother me. Nutty flavors don't bother me. I have to make sure what I'm saying properly and correctly. But hello everyone. Welcome back to Coffee and K. I am Kay, and today we are going to be reviewing the Arandio pod from Nespresso. This is a lungo pod, which will yield you 5.07 ounces of fluid. It is an intensity of 6 on the scale from 1 to 11. So I have obviously never tried it before. I'm really excited. I like lungos. I think it's a nice happy medium between like a double espresso, a latte, or a coffee pod like in the afternoon when you don't want something too, you don't want something too large to consume. Just, when you have a taste for coffee, I think these work really well. I've only tried the Costa Rica lungo, and I have the decaf as well, but this is the only other one that I've really tried. So before we get started, please make sure you like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel. And when you do subscribe, please do not forget to hit the notification bell so you are notified whenever I upload a video. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so we are going to be brewing the Arandio pod. Again, that is a lungo from Nespresso, and we're going to do it hot and over ice. So first I'm going to brew it hot, and I'm just going to try it black for you, see how it is. Then I'm going to add in some milk, and then we're going to brew it over ice. So what Nespresso says is that it is an intensity of 6. They say that the notes are an intensity of 6. The aromatic profile is cereal and mild, and the aromatic notes are cereal and caramel. And I do find that I lean more towards the cereal and mild or cereal and caramel notes, the ones that can bring out that caramelly flavor when you add milk. Those I do tend to like a lot. I don't mind an intense pod, but typically I don't like one that's too acidic. It's just not my personal preference. It says that it is created from Colombian Arabicas and a touch of Guatemalan Robusta. Arandio is a medium roasted blend with distinct cereal notes. The subtle acidity brings a surprising touch to this mild coffee. Okay, the addition of milk softens the cereal notes while keeping an enchanting character. I'm really looking forward to trying this one. I like the intensity of like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, around those. Those are the ones that I typically gravitate towards. So I'm gonna go ahead and brew the pod into this glass here, and then we're going to give it a try. And this is how the pod looks. Again, it's Arandio, it's a lungo pod, and it just looks like that. It's like a silver, maybe like a light taupey color is what I'm getting from it. It could be the lighting though, so we're gonna get that ready to brew, and I'm gonna get some milk. Okay, so for milk today, I'm going to be using the Oatly Barista Edition oat milk. I do enjoy the dairy-free milks, and I've really been trying to find one that frosts really well. So I saw that they had this at Target yesterday, and I had my husband pick me up a couple, so I really hope this works. Also, I think I'm gonna get a handheld frother. Anyone who has the Aerochino from Nespresso and you also have a different frother or a handheld frother, please let me know what you think. I don't know, sometimes I feel like my Aerochino doesn't froth it as well as it could. Like, I'll see some people talk about milks and they'll be like, oh, it froths so good. And I'm just like, no, it don't. Like, it barely heat up my milk. So I don't know if maybe it's my Aerochino. I'm gonna get a handheld frother and see if that works. Cause I feel like if it froths it that way, like why I don't froth it at all with Aerochino? Like, froth is froth. It shouldn't be that big of a difference. So we'll see. I'm gonna go ahead and brew that into this cup now. And for the milk, I'm just going to fill it up to the bottom line like I usually do, and that's about a half a cup of milk. So let's get that going on hot. Okay, so that is all brewed into the glass. That's about how much you get. And It smells okay. Honestly, I can kind of smell the acidity that they were referring to. So let's just go for it. I'm gonna grab my spoon. I'm gonna taste the crema first, and then I'm gonna fold that in a bit and try the coffee. I mean, I definitely taste the bitterness that they were referring to, the acidity. So, well, not really bitter, but I taste the acidity. So I'm gonna try to fold a little bit of that crema into it. And then let me go ahead and give it a try. Black. Try to get some on my spoon because that coffee be hot. Let me add some milk. I don't know. I mean, it just tastes like black coffee. Like, I don't taste really any notes of anything. You do definitely taste the acidity. Mostly from the crema, though. When I taste the coffee, I don't taste as much of the acidity. So I folded in as much as I could. I'm going to add in some of the milk. Let's see how this froth. Man, if this don't froth good. Okay. Okay, I see cream. I see foam. Okay. Okay, I'm starting to get excited now about the milk. Not really the coffee. But let's go ahead and add that in. Okay. Okay, Barista Edition. I see you, Oatly. Okay, I'm a believer. Shut me up. Yes, I love to see it. Love, love, love it. So that is what it's looking like with the milk and oh yeah. Oh yeah. I can get jiggy with this. I mean, it's pretty. I don't know how it tastes yet, but it's pretty. It looked good. So, okay. Let me brew the other pod that's gonna be over ice before I taste that so we can get that going. And I'm gonna go ahead and brew it into this glass, and then I'm going to pour it into my hyper chiller to cool it down before I put it back over ice. And same amount of milk is going back into the frother, and we're just gonna froth it on the cold setting. All right, let's give this a try. That's hot. What is hot? Ooh. That's hot. But I definitely taste the cereal notes when I add the milk. And honestly, I've never tasted the cereal notes before in any other one. But it's probably because I also add the syrup in. I don't usually try it with just the milk. But yeah, I like it. It's nice and smooth. It also has like a slight nuttiness to it. It's nice though. It's yeah, it even has like a slight creaminess to it. I don't get much of the caramel. I am going to add a syrup, and I'm going to use the Monin salted caramel syrup. I'm just gonna add a little bit of that to it, and Okay, so I added probably about maybe a little over a tablespoon. So I always start with just a tablespoon first and then go from there because I don't ever want to overdo it. And sometimes it doesn't really need very much. And since it already has those caramel notes, I figure we just add a little bit just to see if we can bring it out a little bit more. This is hot. It's so hot, my tongue. Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's really good. Like I taste the syrup, but I don't know, it brings out the caramelly notes a little bit more, and it's just really smooth, real creamy. Yes. There's, I don't know, it's like a nuttiness to it, but it's really, it's not a lot. It's a real slight amount. But it's really good with the syrup. With the milk, now the milk does make it creamier, and you definitely get those cereal notes when you add the milk, for sure. Like, absolutely. But I don't know, the salted caramel syrup, and again, I added maybe like a little over a tablespoon. So a little over half an ounce, not even 3/4 of an ounce, a little over half. And that's so good. You can definitely add more syrup if you want like a little bit more of the salted caramel flavor, or if you want it a little sweeter. But for me, this works. This is perfect because I actually enjoy the taste of the coffee of this particular pod. So yeah, I like that with the caramel. And actually, we're just gonna go ahead and keep the caramel theme consistent. We're gonna do the iced coffee with the caramel as well. So we already have our pod brewed here into this glass. So I'm actually going to pour this into my hyper chiller. I picked it up, a subscriber actually commented and told me it was on sale for Prime Day for $17.99. I bought that thing so fast. Here it is. I absolutely love it. Now, this is not intended to be a review for this, but I really like it. When I first got it in, of course, I washed it. The instructions say you have to freeze it for about at least 12 hours, just because you put water like in one of the chambers and in the actual container. So it has to be frozen or it'll come out. So I was bummed I couldn't use it right away like I wanted to. But when I did use it, she came through. She is a game changer. Like, I see that people are kind of hesitating. Like, they don't know if they should buy it or not. Again, not sponsored, obviously. Like, I bought it myself. But I know I was like also on the fence about it, but it is definitely, if you drink iced coffee and you don't always have time to let it sit, or even if you do have time to let it sit, like sometimes you don't want to, like you just want your coffee, you want your iced coffee now. Like, why wait if you don't, if you don't have to? Get the hyper chiller. Definitely worth it. It was only $25. I mean, that's not bad. First of all, you can make it at home yourself. If you want an iced caramel macchiato, iced coffee, why go to Starbucks for $4, $5 a drink? This is $25. That's like 6 drinks, six and some change. Like, I'm sorry. To me, it's, now again, I was also hesitating, but now that I have it, I can talk junk, and it's a no-brainer. I think everyone should definitely get the hyper chiller. So bomb, so easy to use. So my coffee's here. I'm just going to pour the coffee in here, and it goes into the chamber. You just pour it in there. Look at that. It's in there, and then you just like swirl it around for a minute. You just do this. That's it. And while I'm doing that, I'm gonna get some ice and put it in my cup. Multitasking. Still multitasking. And while I'm doing that, I'm gonna pour some salted caramel over my ice. That's it. Look at that. So easy. So easy. While I'm doing that, I'm gonna pour my milk in. Like, girl, get you one. Look at that. Milk in there. Milk in there. Swirling. Milk in there. I'm sure it's been a minute. Let's go ahead and pour the coffee right back in. Look at that. Like it's a no-brainer. Get it. It is so worth it. And thank you to whomever let me know that it was on sale. I'm so glad you did, because I was peeping too. Like, I had it in my cart, saved for later. I'm going through looking to see, because some things they would tell you if it was on sale. I guess they didn't with that, because I'm looking, I'm like, dang, like, you're not gonna give me $5 off something. And then when they told me that, I went and checked, and it still didn't show it in my cart. But when I clicked on the item and went to the actual page for that item, it did show that it was on sale. And I mean, it's cold. Like, I really didn't need to put that much ice in it because coffee was cold. But what's done is done. So let's give that cold iced coffee a stir. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah. Listen, I know I'm not crazy. Like, it's something, maybe it's the cereal note. Maybe it's supposed to be kind of nutty. But I know I taste a nuttiness in this coffee, and not in a bad way. First of all, it doesn't bother me. Nutty flavors don't bother me. I have to make sure what I'm saying properly and correctly. But yeah, they don't bother me. But it's just, I don't know. I'm gonna have to look more into this pot, because I know I'm not crazy. Like, I know I taste a nuttiness to it. Yeah. Maybe it's the cereal notes. That's gonna bother me, because I know I taste what I taste. But anyways, honestly, the iced coffee tastes just like the hot coffee poured over ice. No difference. It's still really, really creamy. Now, I don't know. Again, I used the Oatly Barista Edition. It's my first time using it. And if you're struggling to find an oat milk or a non-dairy milk that foams up really well, this is it. Girl got some foam. Girl got some body. She thick. That's bomb. So definitely, I would say give that a try. Now, where I live in South Florida, we have like Publix, Walmart, Winn-Dixie. I could not find it anywhere. And my husband went to Target yesterday. I just so happened to look on the app. I like to see like what new non-dairy products they come out with. And I saw they had that available. And it was only one of the Targets they had it at. It just happened to be the one he went to. So it's not easy to find where I am. But if you do find it, definitely get it. And I'm so glad he got me 2, because I asked for 1, but he got me 2, thankfully. And she's bomb. But yeah, I know I taste something. It's like not like it don't taste like a nut or something, like a peanut. It's just like that smooth, like cashew milk or cashew butter or something, like that smooth, creamy, nutty taste. That's what I taste in that. And I tasted it more so when I added the milk to it. So I don't know if that's part of the cereal notes that they are referring to, but I know I'm not crazy. Anyways, I did find the salted caramel paired really well with that. And honestly, if I have it again, I probably will reach for the caramel, just because I feel like it enhances the caramel notes that are already present in the coffee. Honestly, they both taste delicious. They honestly taste the exact same. One is just hot and one is ice. So whichever you prefer, go for it. Give it a shot that way. Definitely get that hyper chiller, because she's also bomb. Like, she definitely came through. I personally don't have time to allow my coffee to cool. So it's very convenient for me. I definitely am going to get my money's worth. And it's easy to clean. When you clean it, just rinse it out. Just put water in it the same way you put the coffee in. Swirl it and just pour it out until it comes clear. Super, super easy. Again, so that is the Arandio pod from Nespresso. She is a Grand Lungo pod, and she's delicious. She's bomb. I really, really, really like this one. I will definitely be repurchasing, and I honestly think it'll also pair well maybe with like a macadamia nut syrup, or what was the other one? I can't think of the other nutty one, but anything like any caramel or nutty flavors, I think will go really well with that. Definitely give it a shot. Let me know if you have tried it, and if you've tried it and you have tried other creamers or other syrups that are not like a caramel or a nutty syrup, please let me know. I would definitely like to mix it up a little bit and see what else I can come up with. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please make sure you like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel. And when you do subscribe, please don't forget to hit the notification bell so you are notified whenever I upload a video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.